83 is a 2021 Indian Hindi language sports drama film written and directed by Kabir Khan and produced by Deepika Padukone, Kabir Khan, Vishnu Vardhan Induri, Sajid Nadiadwala, Reliance Entertainment. Based on the India national cricket team led by Kapil Dev, which won the 1983 Cricket World Cup, the film's story and dialogues were co-written by Khan, along with Sanjay Puran Singh Chauhan, Vasan Bala, and Sumit Arora. The film's sports action was directed by Rob Miller. This movie features an ensemble cast of Ranveer Singh, Deepika Padukone, Jiva, Pankaj Tripathi, Tahir Rajbasan, Saqib Salim, Jatin Sarna, Chirag Patil, Dinkar Sharma, Nishant Dahiya, Hirdi Sandhu, Sahil Khattar, Ami Virk, Adinath Kothar, Dhairya Karway, and R. Badri. Phantom Films, which owned the rights for the film, with its co-producers Madhu Mantina and Vishnu Vardhan Induri, formally met the Indian squad of 1983 during mid-July 2016, and its frontman Kapil Dev, where they signed a Memorandum of Understanding to make the official biopic. In September 2017, Reliance Entertainment joined the film's producers and officially announced the biopic with members of the winning team, where Singh and Khan brought on board. Following an extensive casting and pre-production process, the film began principal photography on June 5, 2019, where it was majorly shot in and around England for 3 months, and a brief schedule took place in India, before filming being wrapped up on 7 October. Earlier locked for cinema release in April 2020, the film was pushed from its release date several times due to the casting and pre-production works that delayed filming, and also due to the COVID-19 pandemic in India, thus resulting the film to be delayed entirely till 2021. It premiered at the Red Sea International Film Festival on December 15 and released worldwide on December 24, 2021 in conventional 2D and 3D formats, distributed by Reliance Entertainment and PVR Pictures in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam languages, apart from the original version. The film received critical acclaim from critics and audiences alike, praising the performances of the cast, screenplay, direction, and technical aspects. Despite the positive reviews, the film eventually bombed at the Indian box office, although it became the highest-grossing Hindi film of 2021 in overseas. At the 67th Filmfare Awards, 83 received 14 nominations, including Best Director, Best Supporting Actor and Best Male Playback Singer, and won 2 awards: Best Actor and Best Lyricist. Plot: the film begins with a black and white opening sequence of the 1983 Cricket World Cup final on June 25, 1983 between India and West Indies. During the second innings, when India is fielding, Madan Lal bowls toward Viv Richards, who is on strike. Richards lofts the ball in the air for a 6 but results in getting caught out by Kapil Dev. The film then shifts to May 30, 1983 at the BCCI office in Mumbai, where the BCCI officials get an invitation to the Cricket World Cup. Sunil Gavaskar is dropped from captaincy and Kapil Dev is made the captain. The cricketers who are in the squad, namely Dev, Mohinder Amarnath, Kirti Azad, Madan Lal, and Sunil Valsan, are already there in England playing county cricket. Along with the team manager P.R. Man Singh, the rest of the team, which includes Gavaskar, Krishnamacharya Srikanth, Syed Kermani, Sandeep Patil, Dilip Vengsarkar, Yashpal Sharma, Roger Binney, Ravi Shastri, and Balwinder Singh Sandhu, reach London, where they witness the West Indies cricket team, the 2-time World Cup winners, being hounded by photographers at the airport. After they reach the hotel, they join the rest of their teammates. The team fails horribly during the 4 warm-up matches, which leads to doubts being raised about the performance of the Indian team in the group stage of the World Cup itself. During the press conference, Dev confidently tells the reporters that his team is here to win. During a training session of the West Indies team, the Indian team witnesses their 4 deadly fast bowlers, namely Michael Holding, Andy Roberts, Malcolm Marshall, and Joel Garner, who were known for delivering deadly bouncers to the batsmen. At the ceremony in Buckingham Palace, the Queen wishes the teams luck and the teams proceed for a group photograph. On the way back to their hotel on the bus, Dev gives an awkward speech during the team meeting in broken English. The World Cup starts with India being placed in Group B alongside the strong teams Australia and West Indies. Zimbabwe, who turns out to be making their World Cup debut, is also placed in the same group. India unexpectedly win their first match against West Indies by 34 runs at Old Trafford, Manchester, with Yashpal Sharma being the player of the match for his contribution of 90 runs. The teammates later celebrate at a bar that night. They also managed to win their next match against Zimbabwe by 5 wickets at Grace Road, Leicester, thereby leading to the rise in the expectations of the Indian fans. Patel scores a half-century and Madan Lal is named as the player of the match. However, the team becomes overconfident and loses their next match against Australia by a huge margin of 162 runs. Dev is disappointed with the team's performance, especially with Rogers' performance, and Gavaskar is unable to play due to his leg injury. With Gavaskar's absence, the following match with West Indies turns out to be a brutal one, as in the first innings, Viv Richards thrashes out the Indian bowlers severely, thereby making a score of 119 runs off 146 deliveries. The second innings seems to be more violent when Malcolm Marshall bowls deadly bouncers to the Indian batsman, and one of the bouncers hits Dilip Vengsarkar on his chin, injuring him. Mohinder Amarnath puts up a score of 80 runs by bravely facing the bouncers, but India lose the match by 66 runs. The morale of the team is shattered. It is further shattered when they learn that Vengsarkar is ruled out from further World Cup matches due to his injury, which resulted in 7 stitches. The disheartened team in the bus is stuck on the route because of the West Indies crowd celebrating and blocking the way. However, they see a young Indian boy waving a homemade Indian flag, which moves the team to tears and raises their spirits. The next match against Zimbabwe on 18 June at Trent Bridge, Nottingham, is a do-or-die one, as India will be eliminated from the tournament if they lose. The wives of the cricketers also turn up to show their support, as it is thought to be their last match. Gavaskar is back in the team, recovering from his injury. India opens up with a shaky start, making 9 runs at the cost of 4 wickets. Dev steps in a hurry onto the field without the helmet as he was taking a shower. While walking to the pitch, he sees the disheartened Indian crowd. He then starts scoring runs, but the wickets keep falling. During the lunch break, Dev takes out the mongoose bat, which enables him to hit more powerful shots and gives a better counterattack to the bowlers. He then starts hitting boundaries continuously. Dev then makes a world record of 175 runs and is received with a standing ovation from the crowd and the umpire. India makes a score of 266 runs, which Zimbabwe fail to achieve, which leads to India winning the match by 31 runs and also retaining their place in the tournament. A party is held by the High Commissioner in which all the team members show up except for Binny, who does not turn up because he is disappointed by Dev constantly chiding him for his bowling performance during net practice. At the party, Srikanth jokes around and humorously tells the crowd that Dev had gone mad because he told them that they would beat the West Indies, which is the strongest team in the cricketing world, but then he says that he has faith in his captain and he would only go home with winning the World Cup. The final group stage match with Australia at County Ground, Chelmsford, on June 20 is an easy win for India, as they win by a huge margin of 118 runs, with Binny being the player of the match for his contribution of taking 4 wickets. India qualifies for the semi-final, and this creates a wave of excitement across the country as India managed to qualify for the semi-final for the first time. The Prime Minister Indira Gandhi orders her ministry to ensure that every town and village in the country gets a television service so that the semi-final match can be broadcast. Before the semi-final, Sandhu is disappointed to learn that his engagement with his fiancée Simran has been called off because of his living conditions and low salary. This affects his performance in the semi-final. During the semi-final with England, Amarnath and Kirti Azad choke off England's supply of runs by taking wickets. Azad takes the wicket of Ian Botham, in which the ball surprisingly spins low towards the ground. England is restricted to a score of 213 all out. In the second inning, Amarnath and Sharma build up runs for India. However, Amarnath is run out. During the partnership of Dev and Patil, when 4 runs are needed to win, there is a premature invasion on the field by Indian fans. This causes the English captain Bob Willis to set his fielders on the left side so that they can escape if there is another invasion. Patil hits a 4 and India qualifies for the finals of the 1983 World Cup. Amarnath is named the player of the match. This creates further excitement back in India as this win was unexpected. On June 25 at Lord's, India faces the West Indies again for the final, with the latter winning the toss and choosing to bowl. In the beginning, Indian batsmen are restricted severely by the bowlers, with Gavaskar getting dismissed for 1 run, but Srikanth aggressively scores 38 runs, making him the highest scorer for the Indian team. However, the team is all out for 183, making it the lowest score in the World Cup final. Dev inspires his team to restrict the West Indies batsmen from scoring runs. The team steps onto the field with a rousing reception in the common room. In the second inning, Sandhu takes the wicket of Gordon Greenidge, which gives India a lead. However, Richards launches a barrage of boundaries, especially when Madan Lal is bowling. Madan Lal asks Dev to let him bowl another over as Richards underestimates him, and Dev gives him another over to bowl. He bowls to Richards and Richards lofts in the air for 6 but is caught out by Dev. This proves to be the turning point of the match. With Richards dismissed, the wickets of West Indies fall rapidly, with Amarnath taking 3 wickets. When West Indies are 9 wickets down, Amarnath bowls to the Holding, who's the last batsman. Holding misses it and the ball is hit on the pads. Amarnath and the whole team appeal for the dismissal, and Holding is given out, leading to India winning the World Cup. The squad rushes towards the dressing room and the jubilant crowd rushes over on the ground, and celebrations begin all over the country. A young boy back in Mumbai makes a promise that he would play for the Indian cricket team. The Prime Minister tells the media that this win shows that Indians can do anything which is impossible. Amarnath is named player of the match and Dev lifts the trophy along with the Indian team. The real Kapil Dev telling his experience after they won the World Cup while the credits are rolling. PR Man Singh tells that a journalist named David Frith wrote in the beginning that if India won the World Cup he would eat his words, and after the win at 4 a.m. in the morning, Man Singh wrote a letter to Frith, telling him to live up to his promise, and a month later Frith went to Lord's with wine and ate up the article he wrote. A montage of images of the Indian cricket team is followed after that. Cast. Production. Origin. A film based on the 1983 Cricket World Cup and India's win at the tournament was announced on mid-July 2016, with the rights for the production being purchased by Phantom Films, a joint production company owned by Madhu Mantina, featuring the collaborations of directors Anurag Kashyap, Vikas Bal, and Vikramaditya Motwane. Vishnu Vardhan Induri, the founder and managing director of Celebrity Cricket League, also expressed his interest in co-producing the film, citing his passion for cricket. It is touted to be the first venture of his newly formed production house, Vibri Media. The squad members of the 1983 team, along with former Indian cricketer Kapil Dev, met the producers at a suburban hotel in Mumbai, discussing about the film. In the process, the two production companies had signed a memorandum of understanding with the 1983 team to make an official biopic, where according to the norms, the producers will get to use the actual names of the players as well as use real incidents from their lives. In an official statement regarding the biopic, Dev stated that the journey of the 1983 team is a story of inspiration which proves that one can achieve anything if they aim for it and work for it, no matter what the world thinks. Development. Despite the official announcement, the makers were yet to finalize the cast and crew members and the director of the project. Rumors surfaced that Kabir Khan will direct the project and either Ranveer Singh, Arjun Kapoor, or Sushant Singh Rajput will play the role of Kapil Dev. When Khan was asked about his role in the biopic, he stated that he was fascinated on the story of India's journey at the 1983 Cricket World Cup but remained silent on the claims of directing the film. Akshay Kumar was also rumoured to act in the film, which was later declined. On September 25, 2017, Phantom Films announced that Singh would play the role of Kapil Dev, and Kabir Khan too confirmed that he will direct the film. As a young schoolboy when I watched India win the 1983 Cricket World Cup, I had no idea that from that day onwards cricket in India will change forever. As a filmmaker, for me, the journey to that win, filled with raw energy and sheer passion of that young Indian team, is probably one of the most exciting stories I have worked on. A launch event was hosted at JW Marriott Mumbai on September 27, 2017 by Reliance Entertainment and Vibri Media to announce the biopic officially under the title 83. Singh and the entire former team that won the Cricket World Cup in 1983 were present at the event. Speaking at the event, Khan said that the makers will begin pre-production and location scouting by late November 2017, and has planned to shoot the film in real locations, in order to create authenticity and also to give youngsters to celebrate the milestone in the history of Indian cricket which happened when many were not even born. This film was considered to be one of the last productions of Phantom Films, the other being Super 30 and Gumkatu. The company dissolved in October 2018 after its response to a sexual assault allegation on Ball by a former women employee of the company, and its collaborators later moved to work on independent projects. Ball was ousted from the project. In May 2019, Sajid Nadiadwala joined the film as one of the CO producers. Casting. The casting and pre-production works were delayed extensively as Kabir Khan wanted a cast that authenticates the 1983 Indian squad. Initially, Vicky Kaushal was rumoured to play a prominent role in the film, but Kaushal denied Khan's offer due to his commitments in URI, the surgical strike. Similarly, Allu Arjun and Vijay Deverakonda too were considered to play the role of Krishnamakari Srikanth, both declining the offer. Later, Tamil actor Jiva was signed to reprise Srikanth, marking his Hindi debut. His inclusion was officially confirmed on late January 2019. On January 23, Punjabi actor-singer Ami Virk was signed to play the role of Balwinder Sandhu. The makers further cast Tahir Rajbassan and ex-cricketer and singer Hirdi Sandhu, to play the roles of Sunil Gavaskar and Madan Lal respectively. Chirag Patil, son of former cricketer and a member of 1983 Indian cricket squad, Sandeep Patil reprised his father's role for the film, thereby making his acting debut. The casting process continued till mid-February 2019, with Saqib Salim playing the role of Mohinder Amarnath, and Dhairya Karway was assigned to reprise Ravi Shastri. Pankaj Tripathi roped in to play P.R. Man Singh, former cricketer, who managed the Indian cricket team playing for 1983 World Cup. Vijay Varma was initially reported to play Roger Binney, but the role went to Nishant Dahiya. Amiya Dev, Kapil Dev's daughter, joined as an assistant director to Kabir Khan. R. Badri, who acted in Khan's web series The Forgotten Army, assigned to play the role of Sunil Valsan. In mid-April 2019, Adinath Kothar was assigned to play Dilip Vengsarkar, and Jatin Sarna was signed in to play Yashpal Sharma. Molly Marshall was cast to play his father and West Indies fast bowler Malcolm Marshall. In May 2019, Pete Om was announced as the music director, and in June, Deepika Padukone joined the cast as Kapil Dev's wife, Romi Bhatia, while also co-producing the film. While Katrina Kaif was initially rumored to play the role, Khan stated that she was never in talks for the film. 83 likewise stars Deepika Padukone, Pankaj Tripathi, Tahir Rajbasan, Jiva, Saqib Salim, Jatin Sarna, Chirag Patil, Dinkar Sharma, Nishant Dahiya, Hirti Sandhu, Sahil Khattar, Ami Virk, Adinath Kothar, Dhairya Karway, and R. Badri. Pre-production. Singh began preparing for the role during mid-August 2018, and learnt lessons from former professional cricketer Sachin Tendulkar. Khan also joined the team at the Lord's Cricket Stadium in St John's Wood, London, where he began pre-production works on the film. He also trained under the guidance of Kapil Dev, to fit for his role in the film. When the final cast being announced, former cricketer politician Kirti Azad gave to Khan on how they enact the former cricketers on screen. He further gave inputs on his former teammates' nature and mannerisms. In March 2019, the team underwent practice sessions at Mumbai for 3 hours, starting from 7:00–10:00 am, while Singh prepared for an extra hour. The training sessions consisted of physical, skill training and establishing different styles. A source from the Indian Express said that Ranveer practiced for about 2 hours every alternate day with Balwinder Singh Sandhu. Post that, they discuss the mindset of the 1983 team during the tournament and dissect Kapil Dev's captaincy that Balwinder saw from close quarters. Then, in April 2019, the cast trained at cricket with former cricketers Balwinder Sandhu and Yashpal Sharma, at a camp at Dharamshala Cricket Stadium for 10 days. He was further trained with Kapil Dev at Delhi in May 2019, closer to the start of the film's shoot, and also attended practice sessions at Lord's in June 2019. Filming. Khan announced that the filming would start in London and will be extensively shot there for 3 months, starting from May 2019. The entire cast flew to London on May 28 to become part of the shooting schedule. Principal photography began on June 5 at Glasgow, Scotland, where filming took place for 1 week. Padukone joined film team in Glasgow for her part of shooting. On June 25, 2019, celebrating the anniversary of India's win at the 1983 Cricket World Cup, Khan stated about the shooting of the climax scene, which was the finals, saying that the shooting will begin after 2019 Cricket World Cup tournament. Filming also took place at the Neville Ground, Royal Tunbridge Wells. On July 4, Pankaj Tripathi stated that he wrapped the shooting of the film. On July 17, post the 2019 World Cup final, the team began preparation for shooting for the climax scene with Chirag Patil, sharing behind-the-scenes video from the practice sessions. The team went to Lord's Stadium in late August to shoot the climax scene for 5 days, and after its completion, the team wrapped the 3-month filming schedule in London on September 1, 2019. The team returned to India, to shoot few sequences for the film at Mumbai. On September 10, 2019, the team kick-started the second and final schedule of the film. Padukone finished her portion of shooting in mid-September. The filming was completed on October 7, 2019. Music. The film's soundtrack is composed by Pritam, who worked with Kabir Khan's previous films including New York, Bajrangi Bhaijaan, Phantom, and Tube Light. The film score is composed by Julius Pakiam. Pritam began composing for the film's soundtrack during mid-2019, and complete within mid-2021. The original soundtrack featured 14 compositions, with 6 original tunes, 5 alternatives and 3 instrumentals. Lyrics for the songs are written by Kausar Munir, Jaydeep Sawhney, Prashant Ingole, and Ashish Pandit, and vocals were provided by Arijit Singh, Benny Dale, Tushar Joshi, Krishna Kumar Kunath, Amit Mishra, Papan, and Raghav Chaitanya. The songs Lara Do and Bigadni Do were released as lead singles from the album on 6 and December 10, 2021 respectively. The full soundtrack album was released on December 10 by Z Music Company label. Marketing. Prior to the shooting of the film, in October 2017, Singh, Khan and Phantom Films signed a contract with Bartle Bogle Hegarty, a British-based creative agency, for branded entertainment and strategic partnerships. On July 6, 2019, coinciding Singh's birthday, he released a still from the film, featuring him transforming as Kapil Dev. His look received praise from fans and celebrities alike. On January 10, 2020, the promotions for the film kick-started with the first title logo being launched. The character posters from the film were launched starting from January 11. On January 25, 2020, the cast and crew members along with the former 1983 Indian cricket team attended a special event held at Sathyam Cinemas, Chennai to launch the first look from the film, with Kamal Hassan as the chief guest. The official trailer of the film released on November 30, 2021, which coincided with the launch event in Mumbai. The trailer was attached with the prints of Tadap. The makers collaborated with several brands to promote the film including Mobile, Aquapuram Mountain Water, Fevicol, Carrera Eyewear, Tide, Chromacolor, Nestle, Rupa Company, Phenolics and Toothsy. A source from Reliance Entertainment stated that 83 is one of the major films that has roped in multiple brands, in the post-pandemic era. We have roped in close to 35 brands for the perimeter branding, in-film associations, and out-of-film placement. These brand tie-ups are a good strategy for us to garner more media, and also it helps the film to reach more audiences and territories. It has been reported that the cost of out-of-film and in-film branding is estimated to be 20 lakh to 1 crore. Even before the theatrical release, in March 2021, Singh and Kabir Khan, in collaboration with Indian tennis sportsperson Mahesh Bhupathi, launched a merchandise brand based on the film named as 83 Believe. The brand is reportedly valued around 20 crore. Becoming the widest consumer product range launched by any film-based property in India. The film's team launched stills and trailer of the film at Burj Khalifa in Dubai, as a part of the promotions. On December 23, the team further launched collectibles based on the film through non-fungible tokens, which includes autographed physical cricket memorabilia, video scenes, animated digital avatars, and unseen posters and images from the film. The film's producers partnered with NFT Labs and Social Swag, an influencer-led fan engagement platform for the launch of NFTs. Prithviraj Sukumaran, the distributor of the film's Malayalam version, promoted the film by enacting as an interviewer to Ranveer Singh, sharing his experiences about the film. Sudeep further announced that the glimpse of his film, Vikrant Rona, will be attached to the prints of 83, where the film's Kannada version will be screened across 500 cinema theatres in Karnataka. Amal India released a doodle based on the film, as a part of the promotions. Release. Theatrical. In November 2017, Reliance Entertainment announced that the film would be theatrically released on April 5, 2019. However, due to the extensive pre-production works which further delaying the film's shooting process, the makers postponed the release to August 30, and to April 10, 2020. Following the closure of theaters in mid-March 2020, in order to control the COVID-19 pandemic in India, the film's release was withheld. On late June 2020, trade analyst Taran Adarsh reported that 83 will release on the occasion of Christmas. Shibashish Sarkar, executive producer and CEO of Reliance Entertainment, reinstated the plans of theatrical release despite rumors of a direct streaming release, while Kabir Khan also said that the film has been envisioned and made to be experienced on the big screen and we are ready to wait for things to get normal and then release it in cinemas. However, in November 2020, Reliance Entertainment announced that the release had been postponed to the first quarter of 2021, due to the worst occupancy report of audience towards theaters due to continuity of the pandemic. Also, the lack of time to plan a promotional campaign and shutting down of international markets were attributed as the factors for the delay. In mid-February 2021, following the government's permission to have a 100% seating occupancy in theaters, the producers planned for theatrical release on June 4, 2021. But, in late May 2021, the film was postponed indefinitely, due to the closure of theaters in Maharashtra in concern over the Delta variant of COVID-19. In September 2021, after the Maharashtra government permitted to resume theatrical-based operations by October 22, 2021, the film was planned for a release on December 24, 2021, which coincided with Christmas Eve. Its release semi-clashed with that of the Hollywood film The Matrix Resurrections, which released across the world 2 days earlier. Screenings. It was announced that the film would exclusively premiere at the Red Sea International Film Festival in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The film was showcased at the closing day of the festival and was received a standing ovation from the audience. A special screening of the film was held at Delhi on December 22. Along with the entire cast of 83, and the original 1983 Indian team squad, the premiere saw the attendance of numerous celebrities from the film fraternity including Ananya Pandey, Sara Ali Khan, Ayan Mukherjee, Arjun Kapoor, Vani Kapoor, Nora Fatehi, Ayushmann Khurrana, Malavika Mohanan, Pooja Hegde, Sunil Shetty, Rekha Chadha, Rohit Shetty, and Janhvi Kapoor amongst others. Sajid Nadiadwala showcased another premiere show for the film in Delhi to political personalities, including Anurag Thakur, Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting and Sports and Youth Affairs, Piyush Goyal, Minister for Commerce and Industry, Textiles and Consumer Affairs, and 10 MPs and MLAs. The film was later given tax-free in Delhi. Statistics. 83 was released in over an estimated 4,0005,000 screens across the world, which is considered to be the biggest release in India in the post-pandemic era, according to trade analysts Taran Adarsh and Girish Johar. It was released in 2D and 3D formats. The makers plan to release the film in IMAX formats in order to give a larger-than-life experience for a sports film. However, the plan was dropped after the IMAX officials in North America declined their approval, in concern of the Hollywood big-budget releases such as Spider-Man, No Way Home and The Matrix Resurrections. The management did not encourage the release of too many IMAX films in the same period. The film released in over 3,741 screens across India, with the Hindi version being played 3,374 screens at 1,727 theaters. The dubbed versions of the film were released over 367 screens in India, with the Telugu version played on 137 screens, Tamil version on 184 screens, Malayalam version on 13 screens and the Kannada version on 33 screens. The film was screened in over 1,512 screens in 80 countries, which is considered to be the widest opening in overseas centers. The film was screened at 44 theaters in Saudi Arabia, thereby being the biggest release in that country. It was the first Indian film to be released in Cambodia. It was also screened at the Picturetime DG Plex Mobile Theatre in Ladakh, which is located at the highest altitude of 11,562 feet. On the day of the opening release, Gaiety Galaxy and Maratha Mandir Theatre removed the screening of the film due to revenue-sharing issues with the distributor. Controversies. Prior to the film's theatrical premiere, a UAE-based finance company, Future Resource FZE, has sought issuance of process against the producers on grounds of alleged conspiracy and cheating. The company further approached the Andheri Metropolitan Magistrate Court in Mumbai to issue a complaint regarding the same. They claimed that the makers of 83 had allegedly committed offences under sections 405, 406, 415, 418, 420 and 120B of the Indian Penal Code. The spokesperson of one of the producers, Vishnu Induri, had issued a statement regarding the same and said, in the wake of the ongoing reports of a legal case filed against the makers of the upcoming film 83, on behalf of Vibri Media, we would like to deny the claims of the complainant and clarify the makers of 83 are in no way concerned with the case. The complaint of Future Resources FZE against the producers of the film 83 is false, baseless, and motivated. A scene in which the Pakistan Army stopped border firing to let the Indian Army listen to the score of the final match, received criticism from fans, whom accused Khan for his propaganda towards Pakistan, though Singh claimed that the scene is one of the special moments that Pakistanis would love in his interview to the journalists in Dubai. Worldwide distribution. The film was distributed worldwide through PVR Pictures. On January 23, 2020, actors Kamal Hassan and Nagarjuna Akkineni announced that they will present the Tamil and Telugu versions of the film, under their Raj Kamal Films International and Annapurna Studios banners, with the rights for the distribution were acquired by Enat X and Global Cinemas, respectively. In November 2021, Prithviraj Sukumaran roped in to present the film's Malayalam dubbed version under his Prithviraj Productions banner, which will be distributed by E4 Entertainment. Actor Sudeep presented the Kannada version of the film through his Kickshaw Creations and its distributor Shalini Arts. The overseas theatrical rights are with Fars Film LLP. Home media and streaming services. The streaming rights were purchased by Netflix and Disney and Hotstar, and Star India Network acquired the broadcasting rights for the film in all languages. The producers announced that the film will be streamed on the digital platforms only after 8 weeks of its theatrical run. But, it was later called off as the production team decided to broadcast the film first over streaming release in order to connect with the nostalgic factor of an entire generation and audience group which primarily is found on the medium of television. As a result, the film was premiered first on Star Gold on March 20, 2022, and later released through digital platforms, the following day. Reception. Critical response. 83 received critical acclaim. Taran Adarsh from Bollywood Hungama gave 4 stars, saying that 83 is a winner on pitch and on screen too. He further wrote those who witnessed the victory would be glad to relive the experience, while those who didn't, will get a chance to witness how things unfolded during one of the greatest episodes of Indian sports history. Rachana Dubey of the Times of India too gave 4 out of 5 stars, stating that you realize this film is not about winning on a world stage, it's about earning respect, and director Kabir Khan does set a high benchmark for himself, once again. She also praised Ranveer Singh's performance for enacting Kapil Dev, and further concluded 83 does play on the nationalism rhetoric, way more than was required. At the surface, 83 is about an underdog team's win. As you go deeper, with each actor effortlessly presenting himself as an iconic cricketer from the 1983 team, you tend to feel that this picture has been crafted with a skillfully written narrative, supported by nuanced and internalized performances, and each department lending its technical brilliance to it. Anuj Kumar of The Hindu reviewed that the film not only captures the emotional heft of the success story of the underdogs, but also delivers a well-researched document in the popular idiom. Pujabiraya Jaiswal of The Week gave 4.5 out of 5 stars, saying the film is a compelling watch and you don't want to miss a single frame as every minute is accounted for. She added, the profound feeling of a nation's victory, an underdog's unimaginable success and the emotional high of achieving the world's greatest title is something that the film has managed to bring out, further praising Singh's performance and Khan's direction. Shubhra Gupta of the Indian Express gave 3.5 out of 5, stating Kabir Khan's 83 recreates the day of 1983 Cricket World Cup final with fidelity, and, yes, let it be said, in full Bollywood style, suffused with song, dance, drama, color. It pads the film with a few elements meant strictly to play to the gallery, and it skates dangerously close to pandering to the overbearing nationalistic sentiments playing out in today's India. Monica Raval Kukreja of Hindustan Times wrote that making a film based on such a historic milestone was quite a risky proposition for director Kabir Khan because you can't afford to go wrong with facts here. But the minute details and nuances in the story that he highlights in the film makes you believe in his research and dedication towards the project at several places. 83 gets high on nationalism, which couldn't been easily avoided. But that's something one kind of overlooks for the pride and joy you experience on seeing the team lift that trophy. If you needed a reason to walk into a theatre, 83 is that film which calls for a big screen experience. Arnab Banerjee of Outlook gave 4 out of 5, writing that the film is a breezy entertainer fast-forwarded with deft editing and unemotional tracks. Anna Vedikat of First Post gave 3.5 out of 5, saying 83 is a stirring reminder of a time when pride in a national team's achievement united India and national pride had not yet been weaponized by the mob. It works nevertheless because it is a celebration, it understands the difference between opponents and enemies, and because of its cast. Each one not only looks like an actual player on the sporting field, but they imbue their respective characters with a believability that is particularly noteworthy because acted scenes are interspersed in places with actual matches, yet the difference between the real cricketers and the actors playing them is not jarring. Saibal Chatterjee in his review for NDTV, gave 4 stars and stated that 83 comes pretty close to achieving the impossible. No mean feat that. The film and its principal star go for broke and, as one feeds off the other, the result is an absolute cracker. Uday Bhatia of Mint stated Kabir Khan's film underlines everything but gets cricket right, is overwrought but joyful. Sneha Biangani of CNBC TV 18 stated 83 also plays masterfully with nostalgia and trivia. Khan ensures that he treats cricket lovers to little surprises strewn carefully throughout the film. Stuti Ghosh of The Quint gave 4 out of 5. Stating 83 is a competently made ode to the game of cricket and the team that made all Indians feel like champions. In its review for The Guardian, Phil Hode gave 4 out of 5 and said 83 doesn't delve any further than that into what degree sporting victory ever translates to social and political progress. But it is an endearing sports film with just enough awareness of where it stands, now that Britain's imperial legacy is being questioned more than ever, on a larger field. Nandini Ramanath of Scroll.in said Khan's fan tribute to a can-do and did-do spirit revivifies the black and white photographs, grainy footage, and memories embedded in the memories of generations of Indians. Ranveer Singh's Kapil Dev is the man of this series for all practical purposes. Singh deftly underplays the heroics and coolly leads the ensemble cast out of the doghouse and into the big league. Sukanya Verma of Rediff.com gave 4 stars, saying Kabir Khan's 83 is an ode to a game-changing chapter of Indian cricket history, pitch-perfect partnerships between openers and tail-enders, knowing your mate's strengths as well as your own, the everlasting tradition of superstitions and sledging and seizing that one moment that defines the rest of your life. A critic from BBC wrote Kabir Khan relies on well-known anecdotes to build a narrative. The film is loaded with clichés and the signature touches of his earlier films. But such is the sweet flavor of that singular victory, so thrilling the drama, that it shouldn't fail to gratify the viewer. The members of the 1983 squad, Sunil Gavaskar, Ravi Shastri, and Madan Lal praised the team after watching the premiere of the film. Gavaskar said that it is simply brilliant and the way every actor has got the mannerisms, the walk, the look, the style of every player was unbelievably uncanny. Full marks to Kabir Khan and his team for their efforts. While Shastri said that I was left teary-eyed while watching the movie, not because I was part of the team that won it. I really had tears in my eyes when the film got over, because it brought back so many memories and appreciated Kabir Khan for the direction. Madan Lal stated 83 a must-watch, on the big screen. Several publications listed 83 as one of the best Bollywood films of 2021, which includes The Indian Express, Film Companion, Hindustan Times, The Hindu, India Today, and First Post. Box Office. According to Box Office India, the film is the second highest grossing Hindi opener of 2021, collecting about 12.64 crore, the first being Suryavanshi, which collected 26.29 crore. By the second day of the release, the film had earned 25.73 crore, and had earned about 30.91 crore in the third day of its release, thereby earning about 83 crore in the opening weekend. Its collections, however, saw a downward trend after first 3 days of its release, due to the heavy competition with Pushpa, The Rise and Spider-Man, No Way Home, the rise of COVID-19 cases due to the Omicron variant, and the sudden restrictions imposed by the state governments, which included night curfew in Maharashtra and the closure of theatres in Delhi from December 28, 2021, as per the orders of Delhi government to control the pandemic. This had impacted the collections of the film, as these territories significantly contribute to the Hindi film box office. Experts further analyzed that the postponement of other films which included Jersey, RRR, Radhe Shyam, and Samrat Prithviraj, is a minimal hope for the film, so that the film might have a good run at the box office. The film crossed the 100 crore mark on the 6th day of its release, earning about 106.03 crore by December 29, 2021. By the first week, the worldwide box office collection is estimated to be around 135 crore. Within 10 days of its release, the film managed to earn around 146.54 crore. It was considered to be a box office disappointment considering the higher production costs involved. As of March 10, 2022, the film grossed 129.79 crore in India and 63.94 crore overseas, for a worldwide gross collection of 193.73 crore. Pre-sale records. India. Other territories.